Hey there, fellow otakus. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the exciting world of anime. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most exhilarating and action-packed concepts in anime, specifically shonen anime. I'm talking about tournament arcs. Now, in the realm of anime, tournament arcs provide a thrilling spectacle, taking our beloved characters to the next level of excitement and showcasing their incredible abilities. Whether it's an inter-school showdown or an epic battle for supremacy, tournament arcs have become iconic in the anime community. But what really set tournament arcs apart is the intense emotions that come into play. We witness the determination in the eyes of our favorite heroes, the camaraderie between rivals, and the raw power surging through their veins. It's these intense emotions that resonate deeply within us, leaving a lasting impact. So, if you're a fellow otaku, hungry for thrilling battles, intense character development, and jaw-dropping surprises, then tournament arcs are an essential part of your anime experience. Join us today as we explore a few tournament arcs I think were done right, and I think you should check out. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future anime-related videos. Stay tuned. Also, leave a comment. Let us know what you like and what you thought. So tell us your opinions and let us know what you like for our next video. So first off, I'm going to talk about a few tournament arcs, not in any particular order. Then when I am done, I am going to rank them from which one did best and which one did worst. Alright, let's go. So first off, we have the UA Sports Festival from My Hero Academia. Now, what can I say about this? It was thrilling, it was exciting. The characters, the development, the story, everything from A to Z was jaw-dropping. It was intense. It did bring the intensity I expect from a shonen when it comes to tournament arcs. And if anything, I love how it was more than just your basic anime tournament arc. How it focused on side characters, focused on driving the story, and it also brought more light into the show. Going from the cavalry battles to the race to the one combat, it was a jaw-dropping experience throughout. There was no point in it where I ever felt bored. It was fantastic. It took some time, and I'll say it wasn't completely perfect from beginning to end. There were points where it lagged and points where it fell behind. For example, during the cavalry battle, I felt like that went on way too long. It could have been shortened, but it just took an episode. But I felt like it could have been left behind and whilst other things were taken into more accountability. Then after that comes the one-on-one battle. But my favorite part so far would be the one-on-one battles. I mean, it was intense, it was action-packed. We had memorable moments like Uraraka versus Bakugo, Deku versus Todoroki versus Bakugo. It was all just a wonderful sight. And I enjoyed how in this tournament arc, unlike other tournaments in shonen, the audience participated in it. We got to see the views of the regular people and citizens who live in this world and how they felt about seeing their future heroes coming up, and it was a sight to see. It was a sight to behold, and I think it was a good. And this is one thing that sets My Hero Academia apart from other new gen anime: the story, the plots, the intensity, the stakes, and yeah, if anything, this was a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend watching it. My Hero Academia provides you with everything you ever need in a shonen anime. The next tournament I'd like to talk about is Heaven's Arena arc from Hunter x Hunter. This arc is one of my favorite tournament arcs, not just because of the action or because of the intense fight scenes, but because of the effort it puts into building the world, the learning of Nen, the explanation of Nen, the teaching of it is just all wonderful, coming together to form this beautiful story and expanding this beautiful world of Hunter x Hunter. This arc takes Killua and gone to heights they have not yet been able. It elevates Killua and gone to a level which they have yet to fully grasp. It gives them an understanding of a power system they have not experienced before. It shows them at the peak. But I also love how this arc shows how they are already at the peak of what they can achieve right now, and it just elevates them to another level, because from floor 1 to floor 200 they kept going down the competition until they got to floor 200, where they got stopped by Hisoka. And I would like to also state that Hisoka stopping Gon and Killua with his men pressure, making them realize how weak they are. Him holding them back simply with his killing intent, and making them fall to look out to someone for help, and teaching them Nen. Killua realizing how weak and unprepared he is compared to the other opponents in this tournament is honestly just a masterpiece. But for all I have said about it, it does have its downsides. It gets a little too drawn out when it comes to the world building. It sometimes forgets that it is a tournament arc, and just focuses on other things. I do understand that this is to expand the world and also to give it more depth and allow the audience to gain more understanding. But there were always times where I kept wondering, when would they get back to the action? When would they get back to climbing the floors? And when would they get back to the show? The climax of this arc comes when Gon faces Killua. There are many interesting fights in this arc, but none of them hold a candle to Gon versus Killua. That fight held and set the bar for everything that was to come after the Heaven's Arena tournament arc. And even though Hunter x Hunter is part of the old generation of anime, I believe this tournament arc and the show itself has stood the test of time and will continue to stand the test of time. All thanks to their amazing characters, great writing, and also fantastic action and in-depth power system and general world build. So the next tournament arc we'll be looking at is the Chunin exams from Naruto, and we are going to be focusing on the one-on-one tournament part of the Chunin exams, because the written test and everything that came before was basically a snooze first. Honestly, the Chunin exams is, for OG anime fans, you will know that the Chunin exams is basically one of the shonen. Naruto is one of the shonen that started experimenting with tournament arcs, like making it more about other things than just fighting. And I feel, and as I said in the My Hero video about how that was done perfectly, Naruto at the time didn't execute that to its fullest. So that's why I choose not to talk about the written test and others, and just decide to focus on the one-on-one combat aspect of the tournament. And in this tournament, honestly, I will, on my honest opinion, I feel like most of it was not really impressive. I mean, but for as unimpressive as most of it was, the few good moments were able to uplift everything and carry the whole tournament arc to a status of legendary when it comes to the anime community. Because after the Sakura versus Inos, the Tamari versus Tenten, and other boring fights, we got bangers like Gara versus Rock Lee, Naruto versus Neji, Sasuke versus Gara, and those, in my opinion, made up for everything that fell off during the entire first part of the tuning exams. And I'd like to say, yeah, Naruto stood it, and so now it's time for me to rank them. Number one, I'll give last place. I give it to the tuning exams because obviously it dragged. It was boring at some points, and it felt like a chore to get through. Second, I'll say Heaven's Arena. Even though the Heaven's Arena was fantastic and thrilling and had everything a shonen tournament arc should do, but it took too much time away from the tournament and focused on other things. That's why I put it as second. And number one goes to the UA Sports Festival because it just did everything right. It had the experimentation Naruto went with, but managed to perfect it and work it into its system, making everything fun, making it a thrill to get through, and just having one of the best fights in new gen right now. These are some of my tournaments. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, and who knows, maybe next time I will make another one. Help get me like 50 likes and I'll probably make a part 2 to this. Thank you. Have a great day.